We are back here in Kansas City, here at Sweeney Rec, as we face off in one of the most anticipated matchups in this schedule for the Roos, as Kansas City faces off against Oral Roberts. I'm Cristian Martinez here doing play-by-play. With me, as always, is Jackson Ogden, color commentary. Jackson, the energy at Sweeney Rec is, again, very much different, but you got to tell me why.
I mean, because this, like you said, is the most anticipated matchup of the year. You got the best team in the conference, Oral Roberts. They haven't lost yet. They're 20-4 on the season, playing here tonight in Kansas City. The first time these two met down in Oral Roberts, the game ended on a half-court buzzer beater 3 by Max Asmus. So, I mean, these two teams, obviously very quality teams, went at it last time, and people are excited for the rematch here tonight.
Yeah, and interesting enough, I think you've mentioned it or not, but Oral Roberts traveling. Their fans have traveled and
they've traveled well. They have traveled very well. They've got a very good student section here. Kansas City's showing out as well. This is going to be a great atmosphere here tonight. Great game. Starting
for Kansas City, looks like it's going to be Babacar Diallo, Shamari Allen, Promise Idiaru, Jeff Ngandu, and as always, the best scorer on this team, Ray Quandis Mitchell. Jackson, give me Oral.
Starting for the Golden Eagles will be Kareem Thompson, Max Asmus, Isaac McBride, Carlos Jurgens, and Connor Vanuber.
Again, a player to keep an eye on tonight is Max Asmus, and as the game is underway, Oral Roberts will start with the ball. Asmus, again, he is one of, if not the best scorers in the Summit League, averaging 22.4 points per game. Something that the Roos need to contain is him. As Oral Roberts, that's going to be the first shot made. Good by Kareem Thompson.
Yeah, really nice backdoor cut there. Leads to an easy layup.
As Promise gives it to Diallo. Diallo to Allen. Mitchell sends it to Allen. Allen looking, shoots. It's good.
Nice shot by Shamari Allen there. Able to find some space, pull up, and hit a nice jump shot. Even things here.
Asmus with the ball. Asmus looking. Going inside. Pushes it outside to Vanover. Vanover shoots the 3. It's no good, but a tip attempt by Thompson. It's going to be Kansas City ball. Mitchell looking down the court. Takes his time here. Being well defended by Jurgi. Allen gives it to Diallo. Diallo gives it to Ngandu. Ngandu looking. Looks like Ngandu's being played defensively by Vanuber, as that's a shot. Good by Allen. What a 3.
Shamari Allen's got the hot hand here early, pulling up from deep, hitting a nice three-pointer there. He's 2 for 2 from the field in Kansas City. It's big time that they get a good start here. So far they have.
Asmus is going to give it to McBride. McBride giving it to Thompson. Thompson looking to go inside, sends it out to Jurgens. Jurgens trying to go in, lays it up.
And a travel.
Travel called on Jurgens. It's going to be Kansas City ball.
Yeah, and outside of that opening possession, Kansas City's playing pretty well defensively, and they've definitely done their scouting on Max Asmus. They're not giving him any room to do anything so far.
Mitchell's going to start the ball. They're going to have the ball here for Kansas City. Gives it to Promise. And Promise gives it to Diallo. Diallo to Allen. Mitchell gives it to Allen. Allen looking, gets a screen from Ngandu, who shoots and puts it up. That's nice. Promise Idiaru. Great play to put that up for Kansas City.
Kansas City, one of the best teams in all of college basketball on the offensive glass. They've just got such great size.
7-2, 17:49 left. And it's almost a steal by Kansas City, but Thompson's going to recover that ball. And there's a shoot by Asmus, who misses, and it's going to be Kansas City ball as Idiaru falls on it. And they're going to call a kick ball on Oral Roberts, and it's going to be Kansas City ball regardless.
And what a start for the Roos here, a team that obviously the last few games they have not shot the ball well, but tonight take a 7-2 lead here early. They're converting on offense, getting second chance points, and defensively they are locked in.
Mitchell gives it to Shamari. Shamari looking to go inside. Sends it outside, gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell shoots the 3. Oh, it looked good, but it's no good. Asmus going to get the rebound there for the Golden Eagles. Asmus getting a screen for Vanover. Asmus going inside, lays it up, and it's an and one. A great play by the star player here in Oral Roberts.
Yeah, and you can see why it's so tough to defend him. He's so quick off the dribble, just makes things happen. And Kansas City also has to respect the size of Vanover, because if they leave him alone, obviously, it's an easy dunk for the 7'5" center.
Senior guard, 6 foot, 22.4 points per game, 5 rebounds per game as the first shot here, and the only shot here is good. Really great player for Oral Roberts. And
I mean, he's one of the best players in the country. It would not surprise me to see him get drafted in this upcoming year.
Mitchell gonna take this ball for Kansas City. Gives it to Ngandu. Gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell looking. Mitchell gets the screen from Ngandu. Ngandu sends it out to Allen. Allen calls the screen for Idiaru and gets it. Allen going inside, lays it up, no good.
Hit it right to you, Cristian.
Right to me.
Good hands. Good, you were aware, you know.
Thank you.
It's always a test.
Thompson's going to give it to Asmus. Asmus being well defended by Diallo, who sends it to Vanover. Vanover sends it inside, and it was a errant pass by the 7-foot behemoth. And it's going to be Kansas City ball now. Mitchell going to take it out here for Kansas City. Idiaru with the ball now. Allen's going to take it. Gets a screen from Ngandu. Allen taking it back. Gives it to Idiaru. Idiaru sends it inside to Ngandu. Ngandu looking to go inside. Lays it up. It's no good, but Diallo tried to put it in and could not. It's going to be Oral Roberts' ball. And real quick, here's Jurgens. Jurgens trying to go in, but just takes his time here and slows it down. And they're going to call a foul. Another travel called on Oral Roberts, and it's going to be called on Jurgens. It looks like we're seeing Muwamba coming in for Oral Roberts, and coming out is Jurgens. And then Tyler Andrews and Mukeba coming in for Kansas City. Coming out is Diallo and Precious Idiaru. Something to note here, Promise did not start tonight. We are unsure what's going on there, but hopefully he's doing well. Mukeba gonna give it to Allen. Allen. Take it out to Mitchell. Mitchell looking to go inside.
They stepped out.
Yep, caught him in the act.
And that'll take us to our first media timeout of the night. Kansas City leads here early, 7-5.
Keys Productions.
We are back from the media timeout. Again, 7-5, Kansas City leading by 2, 15-43 in the first half. Jackson, Kansas City off to a fiery start, but and one from A-Smith really making this game closer than it seems.
Yeah, Kansas City has played well so far. 3 of 7 from the field early. They've hit a 3. That's been a big struggle. And their past few Summit League contests has not been able to shoot from downtown. And they're holding Oral Roberts to 2 of 5 so far and 0 of 2 from downtown. So they played pretty well to start this run.
A-Smith's going to take it out here for Oral Roberts. Gives it to Mwamba, who gives it to Vanover. Vanover sends it inside to Mwamba. A great play there offensively by Kansas City. And it's still going to be Oral Roberts' ball.
Yeah, Kansas City had 2 guys go up for the rebound, and they ended up hitting it out of each other's hands. Kansas City, you can't have that. That's just a big missed opportunity. They played well defensively. They've got to come down with that rebound. A-Smith is going to take it out here for Oral Roberts. And a jump. I don't know what was going on there. But just lost the ball.
But Thompson loses the ball for Oral Roberts, and it's going to be KC ball now. Allen's going to take it out from the...
Yeah, and Kansas City made a mistake, but Oral Roberts made one right back. Big break for the Roos there.
Allen going to get a screen from Ngandu. Allen, the double team there. Gives it to Ngandu, gives it back to Allen. Allen looking, shoots.
Illegal screen.
Would have been a good shot, but Ngandu gets called for the illegal screen, so it's going to be Oral Roberts' ball now.
And Ngandu is going to check out now for Idiaru.
As he already has 2 fouls here early on. Mwamba's going to take it here for A-Smith.
And fouls have been a problem for Kansas City the past few games. They have gotten into the double bonus way too early.
Vanover's going to shoot the 3. Ooh.
Rims out,
and it's going to be Kansas City ball. Mitchell's going to take it out here for Kansas City. Try to go inside, puts it up. It's no good. But Kansas City had the ball there for a moment, and now it's a fast break opportunity for Oral Roberts. Thompson passes it inside, and it's good.
That's tough. Shamari Allen was the only guy that got back in time. It became a 3-on-1, and Shamari just does not have the size to do anything about that.
Mitchell's going to take it here. Mitchell looking, sends it to Andrews. Andrews to Allen. Looks like Diallo's going to warm up here for Kansas City. Shamari Allen gives it to Idiaru. Idiaru looking. Idiaru
shot clock's down at 5.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Allen shoots the 3. No good, and it's going to be Oral Roberts' ball as Mwamba's going to pass it to McBride. McBride gives it to A-Smith, and A-Smith is going to slow it down here. Steps back, shoots. It's no good. Kansas City ball now with Shamari Allen with the rebound. Great assist there by Idiaru. Allen looking.
Yeah, and Kansas City offensively, Christian, just really has not gotten anything going. They don't have any sets.
Idiaru shoots, no good, but Allen's going to get that rebound. Passes it to Mukeba. Mukeba double team, puts it up, no good, and it's going to be Oral Roberts' ball again.
Strong physical inside defense by Oral Roberts there. Mukeba couldn't fight through it.
Thompson shoots, steps back, shoots, it's nice. Good.
That's a really tough shot. That's good defense, just better offense there out of Oral Roberts.
Mitchell's going to take it here for Kansas City. Gives it to Mukeba. Mukeba gives it to Andrews. Andrews gives it to Allen. Allen to Mitchell. This is the closest I've felt to calling an away game, Jackson.
Yeah. Oral Roberts travels well. Here's Mukeba's 3 off the mark.
No good. Now it's going to be Oral Roberts taking it down here on the fast break opportunity. A-Smith shoots. It's no good. Rebound by Kansas City. And they're going to call a foul on Oral Roberts.
Yeah, call foul on Oral Roberts. Mukeba went up for the rebound and got hit. And now checking in for Kansas City for the first time tonight is Javen Sullivan. So Coach Menzies looking for something different in this lineup. He's trying to find a spark offensively because right now the Golden Eagles are on a 7-0 scoring run.
And also coming in for Kansas City is Babacar Diallo.
Yeah, and Diallo was a starter tonight. Normally doesn't start, but tonight he was in the lineup.
Shamari gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan gives it to Diallo. Diallo to Mukeba. Mukeba facing a tough task with the 7-foot giant. Puts it up. No good. And Bonover's going to get an easy rebound there as Oral Roberts puts it up. It's a great pass by A-Smith. And a good put up by Muwamba.
Yeah, and Coach Benz is extremely frustrated there on the sideline, threw his paper to the ground. His team has to get back better in transition than they did right there.
The score is my favorite gas station, 7-11, 12-13 left on the first half. Mitchell moving around, gives it to Mukeba. Mukeba shoots another three. It's no good again.
Yeah, Kansas City desperately needing a bucket. Now they desperately need a stop.
Asmus gives it to McBride. McBride gets called. They're going to call a foul on Mitchell.
We're going to call a foul on Mitchell, and we'll head to our second media timeout. The Golden Eagles lead here 11-7, 11:55 to play.
Keys Productions.
Back from the timeout. Jackson, the Roos, 3 of 14 shooting. What needs to change here if they want to get the lead, as Oral Roberts leads 11-7.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas City's just not getting good looks. I think that's the tough part, is they're not getting opportunities to shoot because they're not getting good shooting numbers because they're not getting open shots. Kansas City needs to run better offensive sets. It's easier said than done, but Kansas City has to do something to create easier shots.
Taking it out here is Asmus for Oral Roberts. Excuse me. Asmus sends it to McBride. McBride to Asmus. Asmus to McBride once again. McBride steps back. No good. Diallo's going to get the rebound there for Kansas City.
That was good defense there by Ediaro. Now Ediaro has a size advantage if they can find a way to take advantage.
And looks like
Sid Diallo, City Diallo is also checked into the game.
Looks like they want to put it in height here for Kansas City. Looks like City's going to get a screen or call a screen, and Shamari Allen pushing it inside. Lays it up.
Gotta hit that. That's just one that Shamari normally his bread and butter. That time just off the mark.
Could not hit the shot. Gets a screen from Weaver. Going inside. Asmus looking, gives it to Jurgens. Jurgens going inside, puts it up, blocked by Ediaro, but it's a foul on Kansas City.
They're going to call foul. Ediaro did a good job hustling there defensively to get the block, but might have caught a bit of the arm.
4 fouls already for Kansas City as we are close. We just passed the 11-minute mark in the first half. again, Kansas, as Oral Roberts goes to the line, Jurgens specifically, Jackson, what are you seeing here offensively?
Well, for Kansas City or Oral Roberts?
Kansas City. For Kansas, Jurgens missed the first shot.
Well, for Kansas City, it's just they're not getting open. Again, they're not getting good looks, and the few good looks they have gotten, they have not been doing good enough. They haven't hit them. Shamari had a floater that he would typically hit, and he missed. It's just they've got to find a way to get in a rhythm.
As Jurgens hits the second shot, 7-12. Kansas City.
A 10-0 scoring run right now for the Golden Eagles. Kansas City needs to get something going.
Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Oral Roberts.
It's going to go on Asmus. And, you know, they have Asmus on Idiaru there, and I'd like to see Kansas City take advantage of that size.
Yeah, I mean, anyone would, especially you put a six foot guard against a 7 foot forward.
Yeah.
I mean, you would always take that. Allen has the ball here for Kansas City. Allen looking.
They got the switch again. McBride's on Idiaru this time. If they can get Sid out of the paint, they just can't find it.
Mitchell goes inside, gives it to City. City, a block by Oral Roberts, and Mitchell has the shot. One second.
Doesn't get it off in time.
Could not put it up.
And that is no small feat blocking Sid Diallo. He is a freak of height. That is very impressive by Oral Roberts. I didn't quite see who got the block, but nonetheless, the Golden Eagles are locked in defensively right now.
And coming in for Kansas City is Mukeba, Alan Mukeba Jr. That's McBride giving it to Jurgens. Jurgens sends it inside. What a play by Oral Roberts. Number 14, Weaver, with the dunk.
Kansas City offensively, man, they've just got to get something to fall here. This run is getting out of hand. 12-0 Golden Eagles run right now.
Allen takes a screen from Mukeba, gets double teamed. Mitchell looking. Mitchell going inside, puts it inside. Diallo loses control of the ball, and it's Oral Roberts basketball now.
Kansas City has just been dreadful on the offensive side of the basketball. There's no other way to put it.
Asmus gives us inside. That is number 32. That is Muamba.
Mukeba just gets a block there. Now a steal, but a foul on McBride. Shamari Allen got the steal and was fouled by McBride.
And funny enough, if McBride didn't foul him, Allen would have been called out of bounds.
Well, I think the foul probably pushed Allen out of bounds because Allen, without getting pushed, I think he's going coast to coast and potentially ending the scoring drought, but McBride ends up fouling him to prevent that.
Diallo with the ball, gives it to Allen. Allen to Mitchell. Mitchell looking. Mitchell trying to make something happen here for Kansas City. Was trying to get a screen from Idiaru, but just could not. Mitchell.
Shot clock running down again.
7 seconds, 6-5, and a block pass for Kansas City. Gets the ball, and another block by Weaver.
And they're going to call a shot clock violation.
Which is interesting because Weaver hit that out, but I guess they counted those seconds in.
Oh, yeah, they do count those because whenever it doesn't hit the rim, regardless, even on a block, they will count the seconds. So, again, the scoring drought continues for Kansas City. It's one of the longest of the season, I'd have to imagine.
Taking it out, here's McBride. Gives it to Weaver. Weaver gives it to Asmus. Asmus going inside. Gets a steal. Great play by Diallo. Diallo gives it to Mukeba. Mukeba dunk! Whoa!
Big slam by Mukeba. That just ended a 9-minute scoring drought for Kansas City. They had not hit a bucket in 9 minutes, but that an emphatic one.
McBride hits a great shot on Idiaru to make it 9-16. But Mukeba providing some life here to this Roos offense now. Let's see if they can answer with some points in this possession.
Yeah, I mean, they still are, need to get some points out of their set offense. Transition's great and all, but they need to find a way. As
Mukeba puts it up. It's good. Mukeba stepping up for the Roos tonight.
And Weaver defensively has been a problem for Kansas City, but Mukeba backed him down there and was able to hoist a shot over him. That's big for Kansas City.
You're right, Jackson. Asmus going to take it out here. Asmus sends it out to Weaver. Weaver with the three. It's good. What a three by Weaver for Oral Roberts.
And Weaver has just been a difference maker so far tonight for Oral Roberts. Defensively, he's had multiple blocks.
Allen puts it up. It's good.
Tough shot for Shamari Allen the other way, and the team's kind of trading jabs right now.
13-19, Kansas City down by 6. 7:32 less in the first half. Asmus gonna take it, step back three. It's good, my goodness. Kansas City down by 9.
And Asmus, the 4th leading scorer in all of college basketball for a reason.
He can't miss.
He is a certified bucket.
Diallo gets a screen from Mitchell, gives it to Allen. Allen looking, shakes off his defender, puts it up, and they're going to call.
He'll be fouled on his way up by Weaver. We'll head to our 3rd media timeout. 22-13, Golden Eagles lead here, 7:02 to play.
Keys Productions.
Back from the timeout. Precious EDR coming in for Kansas City. The Roos, 10 rebounds. Oral Roberts with 13. And as Kansas City's going to take some shots here. Again, both teams are taking jabs turnover-wise, as each team has 5 each.
Yeah, the difference has just been that Kansas City offensively has not really done a good job of getting open shots.
There you go.
As Allen makes the first free throw.
Allen's going to hit the second one. And it's good. 15-22. Kansas City able to get this down to 7 points.
Yeah, Kansas City needs to lock in defensively here. Big 6:54 to go before half.
Puts it up. It's good by Asmus.
Yeah, Asmus is just a problem offensively. You can't give him that good of a look at the basket. He's going to make it every time.
8 points already with less than 7 minutes left in the first half. Allen's going to take it out here. Allen gives it to Mukeba. Mukeba looking to go inside. Mukeba puts it outside to Diallo, who gives it to Allen. Allen looking to go in, gives it to Diallo. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Mukeba gets the ball, shoots it. It's up, it's good. Great shot by Mukeba with less than 5 seconds in the shot
Yeah,
clock.
Kansas City's very fortunate that Mukeba was able to hit that because, yet again, they get deep into the shot clock and they don't get any offense going. They just have to hoist up a shot.
McBride looking to go inside on Idiaru and just puts it up.
And Idiaru's got to do a better job there. He's got to use his size to his advantage. He jumped way too late on that.
Just a little too slow there, but Mitchell's going to take it out. Mitchell got a screen for Idiaru, sends it inside to Mukeba. Mukeba on Weaver, puts it up, it's good.
Alan Mukeba has been the sole reason that Kansas City is still in this game. He has had an excellent performance to this point.
Funny enough, to start, the people on the court right now, Shamari Allen with 9 points, and Mukeba with 8, and no one else has a single point in the game. As Oral Roberts is going to put that up, it's good. That's a great play by Mwamba to get that and one opportunity for Oral Roberts. 19-28. Oral Roberts leading by 9. 5:21 left in the first half. Mwamba's going to take some shots here. It looks like Oral Roberts is going to have Phillips come in and Vanover. Meanwhile, looks like Precious and Promise are both healthy, so looks like they just decided to go with a different look here tonight, Jackson.
Yeah, and when you don't play all week, they played on Monday, and then they haven't played since. It gives you as a coach some time to look at things, look at film, and maybe Menzies saw something in film that suggested that Diallo would be better off starting.
Mwamba's going to put up his first shot. It's no good. As Oral Roberts has missed two free throws here tonight. Allen's going to take it out here for Kansas City. Allen gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell has yet to score here tonight. Will he make that happen here as Mukeba tried to put up another shot and it's just no good. Hits the rim and it's going to be Oral Roberts' ball. Thompson gives it to Mwamba. Mwamba going inside, passes it in to Vanover, but a steal by Mukeba. And here comes Kansas City with the fast break opportunity. Ooh, Mukeba tried to pass it inside, but gets stolen by Oral Roberts. And now Oral Roberts with a chance to respond.
And you better get someone on Asmus immediately.
Asmus trying to go in, puts it up. It's no good. Vanover puts it in, gets the rebound there for the Golden Eagles. 19-30.
Yeah, and there's just nothing you can do in that situation. Vanover is just too big.
Mitchell gives it out to Mukeba. Mukeba steps back, shoots. It's no good. But it's Kansas City ball as Diallo gets the rebound there from Kansas City. Great tip by Shamari and puts up the shot. That's good by Raquandis Mitchell.
And a timeout here.
A worthy timeout as Kansas City down by 9 once again. You wonder what Coach Menzies is going to do here, Jackson.
Yeah, he's obviously seeing something. You don't just call that timeout for no reason. 4:12 to go in the half. Kansas City down 9. Kansas City's actually fortunate to be down 9 in this game and not more because the struggles that they had offensively early, when you're playing a team like Oral Roberts and you go on a 9-minute scoring drought, you're just asking to get blown out. So they're very fortunate that they were able to play good enough defense that they're still within striking distance here. When you look at, like you mentioned earlier before, when you're talking about the offensive contributions, you've got 9 from Shamari Allen, 8 from Mukeba, and then you just got that 2 right there from Mitchell.
Yeah.
You need some other guys to step up and give you something. You can't rely on just those 3, specifically those 2, Allen and Mukeba, to do it all.
Yeah, and again, you need a guy like Mitchell to get hot here somehow, and you wonder how are they going to give him the ball right now, especially as Oral Roberts playing great defensively here tonight. So again, how will Kansas City respond is the main question.
Yeah, I think it's tough. The switches have made it very difficult for Kansas City. Every time Mitchell gets a screen and he tries to go to the paint, the zone of Oral Roberts has made life extremely difficult on Kansas City. So I think what Kansas City's going to have to do is just look for mismatches, try some new things offensively, and kind of toy around with the lineup because you got to try something. Oral Roberts' size and speed is making it really difficult right now to do anything.
Jackson, defensively for Kansas City, what do you do to stop a guy like Asmus right now?
Well, it would be much more simple, Christian, if it was just Asmus you had to worry about, but there's so many other guys on this Oral Roberts team you have to worry about. Vanover, you're talking about a 7'5", center that's really hard to deal with. You're talking about McBride. You're talking about some of these other really good players. So, yes, obviously your attention's on A. Smith, but if you start paying too much attention to A. Smith, you're going to allow some of these other Golden Eagles to get some good shots.
And let's look at this starting five for Oral Roberts. Isaac McBride and Vanover, both averaging 10-plus points per game. Meanwhile, Kareem Thompson, 8.8, and Jurgens, 8.2. Every starter here for Oral Roberts can make things happen, Jackson. And we're back from the timeout. Something to note here, Kansas City with 5 fouls of their own. Meanwhile, Oral Roberts with 4.
Yeah, it's been pretty clean foul-wise to this point. 4:12 to go in the half. Both teams have done pretty well. And at its current pace, it doesn't appear as if either team will get into the double bonus unless there's a lot of fouls here in the last 4 minutes.
Asmus gives it to Mwamba. Mwamba to Vanover. Vanover looking, gives it to Asmus. Asmus going inside, sends it out to Mwamba. Mwamba shoots. It's no good, and that's Promise with the rebound for Kansas City. And now Mitchell with the ball. And again, let's see if Mitchell can get some points here in this possession for Kansas City. Allen sends it out to Diallo. Diallo trying to shake off his defender, who is Asmus. Diallo puts it out, sends it out. Allen trying to go inside. Good pass from Idiaru. Allen wide open. No good. But Andrews gets the rebound and
stepped out of bounds. Couldn't quite keep himself in bounds there.
Had the opportunity, but just could not put it in.
Just watching this so up close and personal, right? Mm-hmm. Oral Roberts defensively they are so intelligent. Their switches are so quick. It's like second nature to them.
Asmus trying to send a pass out, but Mariconis Mitchell's just sniffed that out, and Oral Roberts had the ball, but they just could not. And now they're going to call a foul on Andrews.
They're going to call a charge on Andrews there. He lost the ball anyway, but then he gets a charge. And again, it goes to the intelligence of this Oral Roberts defense. They know where they're at on the court at all times. They switch quickly. They do things it's like poetry in motion for these guys.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Jackson. Again, Paul Mills coaches this team really well. Phillips with the ball, sends it inside to Thompson. Thompson could not put it in, and it's a steal by Andrews. Mitchell, or Allen, gives it to Andrews. Andrews sends it out to Diallo, and they're going to slow it down here.
And again, just the transition defense of Oral Roberts.
Andrews trying to put it in. It's no good, but they're going to call a foul here on Oral Roberts.
Yeah, and that's a foul on Vanover, so that's a big deal for Kansas City if they can try and get him into any sort of foul trouble. Take that size off of the court. But more importantly for Kansas City, going to go to the line with an opportunity to get 2 points here.
To at least another scoring drought for Kansas City. Let's see if they can get some points up here. Andrews misses the short shot. And again, I got to salute this Oral Roberts crowd. They showed out.
They're a fun bunch. They're singing some Bruno Mars here during the free throws.
Let's hope we don't get copyrighted. And he's going to miss both shots. But who are they going to call foul on now?
This might be a lane violation on Oral Roberts.
So a lane violation is going to give Kansas City another shot opportunity. Andrews has another chance to redeem himself after whiffing on both shots. Takes a deep breath, shoots. It's good. Great play, great job redeeming himself there to get this deficit now down to 8 points, which I'll take an 8-point deficit over a 9-point deficit, Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, you'll take it at this point, not being down double digits, but they've got to fight these last 2.5 minutes of this half to keep this close.
McBride gets a screen from Vanover. McBride looking, shoots. It's no good, and it's going to be a rebound. Kansas City, great job.
Really good defense from Idiaro. He did his job there.
Allen. Ooh, and Mitchell falls for a second, but gets right back up. Andrews gives it to Diallo. Diallo looking to go inside, sends it out. Mitchell loses control of the ball, but gets it right back. Sends it out to Andrews. Andrews shoots the three. No good. And Idiaro had the opportunity there, but Andrews gets blocked there by Vanover. My goodness.
I mean, he didn't even have to jump. He's so tall.
Sends it out to Mwamba. Shoots. No good. And
bodies flying all around the floor. with 1:47 to go. This will go to Kansas City, I believe, the possession. Wow, that was a sequence. A lot going on there for a radio audience.
A lot of great defensive play. Vanover gets the block, and then Oral Roberts trying to send it down the court. Kansas City recovers and just makes a great play to get the ball back for KC. And now taking it out here is going to be Idiaru. And coming in for Kansas City is Al Mukeba Jr. Mitchell's going to take it out here for KC. Mitchell sends it to Diallo, who sends it to Allen. Allen back to Mitchell. Gets a screen from Mukeba. Mitchell, one-on-one against Thompson. Gets a screen from Mukeba, who gives it to Diallo. Diallo puts it inside. Idiaru gets blocked there.
Yeah, it's one of those low blocks. You know you're not tall enough to block Idiaru, so you swipe down instead of up. Here's Asmus for a three.
Oh my goodness.
He is a certified bucket. Max Asmus is a very, very deadly shooter.
Just really good overall offensively. Allen gives it out to Mukeba. Mukeba trying to get it inside against Vanover. Shoots it, puts it up, blocked by Vanover.
He's just so big, it's hard to get past that length. Shot clock is still low now because that
5
didn't hit rim.
seconds. Allen
that might have got tipped.
Airballs it, but they're going to call it out of bounds on Kansas City. Diallo tried to put it back in, and Diallo just stepped out. 47 seconds left in the first half, 22-33. Oral Roberts has the opportunity to get another shot here, take this ball down.
Well, they have a shot to go 2 for 1 here. If they get a quick shot here. Asmus shoots a three, made his defender fall, and he hits it.
Oh my God.
That's Asmus.
And murder in Kansas City.
That is unbelievable.
Allen sends it out to Idiaru. Mitchell with the ball now. Mitchell trying to shake off McBride. Mitchell still looking. Mitchell trying to put it inside. He's well defended, and they're going to call it out of bounds on Kansas City.
That'll be on Oral Roberts.
Oral Roberts.
Tipped by Oral Roberts. They'll stay with Kansas City. They have 11 on the shot clock. There's 20 seconds left in the half.
So 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Diallo's going to take it out. Diallo's going to give it to Allen. Allen, 9 seconds left on the shot clock. He's looking for something. Gets a screen from Mukeba. Allen trying to get a shot off. He shoots. And no good.
At the top of the backboard.
7 seconds left. And Oral Roberts has another chance to get something here.
Asmus wide open.
Asmus wide open and just could not make it. And Kansas City
did not end that half well.
Coach Menzies is going to have a lot to say to his team as they're down. What is it, 36? 22 points to 36 is crazy. Again, Kansas City had the chances to kind of tie this game or even keep it close, but just unable to contain a guy like Asmus.
Yeah, the end of that half was just not what you needed if you were Kansas City. You allow Asmus to hit back-to-back threes, and you don't respond offensively. Put yourself in a much tougher position heading into halftime. You were just down 8, but that's the effect that Max Asmus has. He can get hot in a hurry and put this thing out of reach. We'll see what happens after the break.
I hope you guys had something neat, went to the restroom, did what you had to do, because we're back. Again, it's 36-22, Jackson, but tell me what Kansas City needs to do to even be close tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to start shooting the ball, Cristian. I mean, that sounds simple, but it's just really the reality of it. They're shooting 9 of 31 from the field and 1 of 8 from 3. If they want to get back in this game, they've got to start shooting the ball.
Allen gives it to Idiaru. Idiaru gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to be a difference maker here for Kansas City, but let's see if that can happen. Ngandu's in for Kansas City, by the way, as Mitchell hits the shot.
Good shot there by Mitchell. He struggled in the first half, but starts the second half off with a nice one. And a steal by Allen here.
Great play by Allen as Thompson tried to send it out to McBride, and Allen throws it up. Ooh.
Nearly an and one that would have gotten this crowd going a little bit. Nonetheless, a good start to the half for Kansas City. Only 34 seconds out of the half, and they've already gotten a bucket, and now they're going to head to the line.
Coming out hot. And again on the court for Kansas City, it's Raquandis Mitchell, Shamari Allen, Babakar Idialu, Jeff Ngandu. It looks like that is Precious Idiaru. As the first shot is no good.
You just can't afford to miss those when you're down like this versus a team like Oral Roberts. Got to make the free throws.
They've missed 2 free throws so far tonight. And he misses the second one. And Oral Roberts is going to get that rebound. McBride's going to take it down here for Oral Roberts. Thompson looking. Thompson trying to go inside. Coach does go inside. Sends it out to Vanover. Vanover shoots the 3. It's no good. It's going to be Kansas City ball. Raquandis Mitchell there with the rebound. And Mitchell with the ball. Looking, gets a screen from Ngandu. Goes inside, but
that should have been a foul low-key, but nonetheless.
They're going to let this go.
There you go. There's the call.
A foul called on Oral Roberts.
And if Kansas City wants to come back in this one, Cristian, it really is going to be an entire team effort. They're really going to have to come together as one. It can't be done individually with these guys because Oral Roberts is too stout defensively for it to just be the Shamari Allen game or the Raquandis Mitchell game. They're going to need the whole team to step up and win this one.
Diallo is going to give it out here for Mitchell, and you're right. It needs to be a team effort tonight for the rest of these 18 minutes. As Allen shoots, it's no good. I thought that went in. Thompson sending it to Vanover, but
inexcusable. That's just inexcusable. Wide open transition dunk for Vanover. He barely even had to jump. That's the perks of being 7'5". No one was going to chase down block that, but still way, way too easy.
Allen is going to get it to Diallo. Diallo to Mitchell. Mitchell looking. And again, gets a screen from Ngandu. Mitchell going inside, sends it out to Diallo. Diallo puts it up, shoots. It's no good. And Vanover literally just has to put his arms out and gets the rebound. As Asmus.
He's tough. He is tough. He's got a bag. Asmus has a bag, and he's diving deep into it tonight.
24-40, Kansas City. Coach Menzies not happy with this performance tonight. As Allen puts it out. It's Diallo out there in the perimeter. Diallo trying to go in, shoots it up. It's good.
Nice shot by Diallo. Kansas City needing those types of shots to fall. They just have struggled from the field mostly, but now they really need to get stops defensively.
And Menzies just trying to tell his team, play some great defense here. It's the only way you can stop a team like Oral Roberts or even at least contain them. Asmus looking. Asmus.
They're going to call a foul on Diallo there. He's not too thrilled with the call. Neither is Menzies.
Asmus from, I believe, Rockwall, Texas, is just having one of those performances tonight that you need if you're Oral Roberts. And as a matter of fact, you can even see from the starting 5, none of them have hit 10 points, not even 5, but he's been carrying this team as Youngers shoots a great 3 by Youngers. And right when I say that, they're not getting anything from their team. Youngers hits a big three. Mitchell.
And Kansas City there, I mean, they've just got to be better, Christian. I mean, I don't know if they just can't see the ball. I mean, it's as orange as a tangerine. It shouldn't be too hard to see. Here's Mitchell for three. He's off the mark.
No good. And Youngers is going to get that rebound for Oral Roberts. Youngers looking. Youngers trying to go inside. Diallo. Oh, Thompson sends it to McBride. McBride shoots the three. No good. Great rebound there by Allen.
A good rebound by Allen there. Did a great job. Now he's come back in transition. He puts it up. It's good.
Great play by Shamari Allen to put that in for KC, as Youngers going to attempt the three, but just faked it. Youngers throws it out to Thompson. Thompson going inside on Ngandu. Puts it up. It's good.
That's just tough out of him. That's just a really good look.
Great inside the paint performance by Thompson. Allen is going to take it out for Kansas City. Allen looking to go inside, puts it up, gets blocked by Vanover, and Vanover gets that rebound for Oral Roberts and gives it to Asmus.
And that's just tough. Here's Asmus, three.
Asmus tried to put...
And that's inexcusable if you're Kansas City. You had three guys there to get the rebound, and now fouled is Oral Roberts. And we're going to head to a media timeout. Things not looking good for the Roos here in Kansas City. Not looking rosy, to say the least. Kansas City will head to a media timeout. 45-28, Golden Eagles lead.
Keys Productions.
We're back from the timeout. Media timeout, I should say.
15:57 to go here in the game. 45-28. Golden Eagles lead the Roos here. It's just been a dominant effort for Oral Roberts to this point. Kansas City desperately needing something out of this timeout, and they're going to need it quick.
And again, down by 17. It's no easy task, but 15 minutes in the half, I mean, it's not impossible, Jackson.
It is not impossible, but when you're missing, you know what I think it is, Christian? You're missing a guy like Anderson Kopp who can get you shots, get you back in the game. He's that missing chess piece that you need, as the first free throw here is good. You know, he's that missing piece that you need on offense. Right now they're missing it, and you can tell.
And yeah, again, I am surprised that the Kansas City just can't hit a three. I mean, they're 1 of 9 as Oral Roberts hits the second shot. That was Thompson hitting it. And they're 5 of 17 from the three-point line. So, I mean, they're at least doing somewhat better than Kansas City.
Yeah, neither side shooting great from three, but Kansas City has just been dreadful. 1 of 9, just not a number you can work with.
Mitchell's going to take it here. Mitchell looking. Get the screen from Ngandu. Mitchell goes inside, throws it up, and it's going to get fouled.
Good job there by Mitchell getting inside, being patient, but he's a little ginger when he gets up. We're going to have to see if he's all right. Might have just been a hard fall.
Yeah, he's going to take his shots, and he looks fine to me. But we'll see. We'll just have to see if they take him out or not. And something to note here, Jackson defensively, in terms of rebounds, 13 Kansas City. Oral Roberts with 20.
Yeah, I mean, because Oral Roberts is shooting better. That's the bottom line. Kansas City's a great rebounding team, Cristian, but whenever you're not making shots, whenever you're not forcing misses from Oral Roberts, and then on your end you're missing a lot, you're going to get out-rebounded.
And something else to note, 4 steals for KC as Raekwon hits the second shot, and Oral Roberts with 3. So a lot of steals and blocks, most importantly. Oral Roberts with 6, Kansas City with just a measly 1.
Yeah, I mean, Oral Roberts has insane size. Normally we're talking about Kansas City being the team with the size advantage, but tonight, a guy like Vanover is just making life miserable on Kansas City's guards.
Thompson, Amos gives it to McBride. McBride looking. McBride puts it up. Oral Roberts just could not put it in, but a rebound by Oral Roberts and a block by Ngandu.
A strong block by Ngandu. A play that the Roos definitely needed there. You were talking about blocks, Cristian, kind of manifested it right there. Ngandu, strong blocking. I was wondering, we talked about Ngandu only played 5 minutes in that first half, and he's already playing nearly 5 minutes in this half. You just wonder why in that first half Menzies wasn't inserting him in the lineup more.
Ooh, Asmus with a great pass to Thompson, and Thompson puts it in easily.
They're just kind of sleepwalking defensively there, and you can't afford that.
And again, Menzies is all about defense, but just hasn't shown tonight as Ngandu puts it in, but Vanover.
I don't think I've seen anybody block Ngandu all season before that. That was ridiculous.
Just a pure mismatch for Kansas City. Ngandu playing defense on Asmus as Asmus gets the ball. Asmus going inside, steps back, shoots. It's no good. Great rebound there by Babacar Diallo. And now Kansas City going down the court. Allen gives it out to Diallo. Diallo inside to Mukeba. Mukeba pushes up, loses the control of the ball, and it's going to be Oral Roberts.
Yeah, just not the possessions offensively that Kansas City wants. You think back to that first matchup, Kansas City put up 71 points on Oral Roberts. Tonight as Asmus cuts to the rim.
Asmus lays it up, and it's good. Now the Roos are down by 21.
And I mean, Kansas City, is just outmatched right now. They just do not have an answer.
Allen gives it to Ngandu inside. Ngandu in the post. Ngandu pushing it inside the paint, but just sends it back out to Diallo, who sends it to Allen. Allen, just errant pass by Kansas City, and it's going to be Oral Roberts' ball now.
Yeah, and this thing's already out of hand, but the way the Roos are playing offensively, it could get really out of hand. Here's a 3.
It's no good.
But it's another offensive rebound. A 3 and 1-3 for Vanover. And the floodgates have opened here
and again,
in Kansas City.
It's already, I don't want to say it, but it's already embarrassing enough that you're down by 14. But the fact that Oral Roberts' crowd is showing up like it's a home game.
I mean, Oral Roberts travels, man. What do you got to say when you're as good as they are, undefeated in conference, 20-4 on the season? You're going to build a fan base like that. And now with this free throw, a chance to go 25 points with 13:33 to go.
Vanover is going to take his first shot here, or the only shot, and it's good. Makes a 4-point play there for Oral Roberts. And they're going to call Kansas City, going to call a needed timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. 25-point deficit, 55-30. Oral Roberts leads here. And we'll be back after the break.
Keys Production.
Come here, I want to show you something. When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?
Guns and money.
You're dealing with the largest pool of illegal money in the world.
I hire them to do the sort of work we do not soil our hands with.
And further details of this continuing story.
Back from the timeout from Kansas City, 30-55, 13-33 in the second half. Jackson down by 25. I mean, at this point, you're
Not a lot you can do here, right?
You're just playing for pride now. You're at least, I mean, if you're Kansas City against a team like Oral Roberts, you want to take this at least down to 10 points.
Yeah, I mean, you want to try anything you can. I would just mix match lineups here. This game is, you know, I don't want to say it's over and to quit and to turn off the stream and everything, but down 25 points is going to be tough. Not a lot going right here tonight. I'd say, one thing that is going right, though, you can hear my voice again tonight, Christian. I do not have a lost voice.
Yeah,
doesn't sound like I have bronchitis anymore, Christian.
Especially in that AFC Championship game. Speaking of which, Mitchell sends it inside, and it's another steal by Oral Roberts. But Kansas City gets the ball back. Wow, 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 wow. Allen has the ball now for Kansas City as he just literally just stole that like a corner. And Ngandu putting it inside. It's no good. Mukeba going to put it up. No good again. And it's Kansas City ball again.
Wild.
And Mukeba's going to put it up, and it's finally good. You know what they say, the third time's the charm.
Yep. The old cliche coming into play.
Hey, that rhymed.
Hey, put me on the mic. You never know what's going to happen.
Thompson pushes it inside. And it's going to be called kickball on Kansas City. That was Mwamba trying to push it inside, but they're going to call it kickball on KC. And coming in for Kansas City is Jevin Sullivan. Again, you don't see him coming in this late, but down.
Well, when you're down 25 points, what do you, or I guess, 23 points now. I mean, there's not much to lose. You got to try new things, obviously.
And here comes Asmus, sends it out to McBride. McBride to Vanover. Vanover looking. Gives it to McBride. McBride gets the screen for Vanover, steps back, pushes it inside to Mwamba. Mwamba sends it back out to Vanover. Vanover shoots, and they're going to call a foul on Kansas City.
It's going to go against Sullivan, and that will be the fourth team foul.
Yeah, I mean, again, they're not in danger of hitting the bonus, but again, you don't even want to hit the bonus at this point as you're down by so much.
Yeah.
Okay, that's McBride. McBride looking, sends it out to Asmus. Asmus looking to go in. Asmus looking to shake off Ngandu, and he steps back, shoots. It's good. My goodness.
He is. I'm telling you what, somebody in the NBA will get a steal with that kid. Wherever he goes, whatever round he goes, if he's a G League guy first, whatever it is, somebody is getting a steal with that guy. He is a fantastic basketball player. A
killer. As Allen sends it inside, and it's going to be Oral Roberts' ball. And another timeout.
Immediate timeout here. 58-32. Oral Roberts leads here.
And it looks like,
seeing if we're going to.
Yeah, the marching band's going to play. I don't think they will.
Okay, so we'll stay.
Yeah, we'll stay here for a second. I just want to say, Jackson, it's impossible to come back now, but I think Coach Menzies just has to put in his youngsters, let him play against.
Give some guys some minutes, yeah.
Yeah, let those young guys play against a team as talented as Oral Roberts. So then, obviously, we're not going to talk about next season, but in the future, he can use that as an opportunity
but
to
you
learn.
do, if you say, not talk about the future, but you kind of have to, Christian, because the Kansas City is such a young team. I mean, this is a group of a lot of freshmen. You're talking about some key guys that are getting minutes that are freshmen on this team. I mean, the Idiaru twins, Sullivan's a freshman, Ngandu. Andrews,
Is Mukeba a freshman?
Mukeba is a sophomore. I mean, it's
a young guy.
A lot of young guys. Really, your only veteran pieces on this team are Shamari Allen and Raquanis Mitchell. So, it's kind of a year of turnover for Kansas City, and that's tough. But I just kind of want to hit on Oral Roberts because, yes, Kansas City's not playing great tonight, but I don't think we can put it into perspective how impressive this team is for Oral Roberts. You're talking about a team that has not lost a conference game yet. Think about all you have to, the transportation you take between games, all of the days at practice, all that sort of stuff. To be undefeated in conference is just unbelievable. They've got a while to go before they can finish that off, but just they have the makings of a team that, kind of like last year's South Dakota State team, just run the Summit League.
Yeah, and again, I'm very impressed watching Oral Roberts. They're deep. They have a deep roster from top to bottom. I feel like they can put in any player and they can succeed. Like, for example, a guy like Weaver, who isn't even getting starting minutes, has been impressive here tonight. Vanover, I mean, he's the guy who's a starter, but if you can switch, you can rotate Weaver and Vanover, and this team has no change. And you look at other guys, I mean, we haven't even seen other people like Sir Isaac Heron or Eliza Lawrence.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen Muamba. Muamba can do a lot.
And it goes to the job that head coach Paul Mills has done. This is 6th season here. I'm sure everybody listening or people that like college basketball are familiar with the Oral Roberts tournament run in 2021 when they were a 15 seed and went pretty deep into the tournament, upsetting multiple teams. He's built a culture here that every team in the Summit League is trying to replicate. It's very impressive what he's been able to do, and this Oral Roberts team looks destined for another tournament appearance.
And he's 96 of 83. And again, you wonder if Kansas City will get that same effect here soon in the years. Mitchell's going to get the ball here from Kansas City. Mitchell trying to go inside, puts it up. It's no good, but Ngandu puts it up.
And he'll be fouled.
He'll be fouled, and an opportunity for two. An opportunity for Kansas City to cut this lead down once again. And I want to talk a little bit more about just the players that have impressed us overall these past couple games for Kansas City. Jackson, who do you think is the most impressive as Ngandu misses the first shot?
Well, I don't think it's been the homestand that they were hoping for altogether. If they lose tonight, which is starting to look like they will, they'll finish it 2-2. But you got to give Shamari Allen his credit. Obviously, he's been playing well. Raquanis Mitchell's been playing well, and these guys are growing. I think that's the most important thing to note. Is these guys? This is as much as it's
the second shot.
Yeah, and as much as it isn't fun to say this is a developmental year. This is not a year that Kansas City is supposed to win the Summit League. This is a year that they are supposed to put some pieces together.
Youngers sends it out to McBride. Sullivan playing defense on McBride. Gets a screen from Muamba. Just does not get it. Bride shoots. McBride hits the three.
And there's just not much you can do there. Sullivan's in his face. He's got a hand up. There's just not much you can do. Keep in mind, this Oral Roberts team beat South Dakota on Monday 103-53. They are one of the toughest teams to deal with in college basketball right now.
And Mitchell just puts it up, and Sullivan gets that, gets the recovery opportunity and puts it in.
Not sure if that was a pass or an alley-oop, but I'm not sure you'll ever get the truthful answer out of Mitchell. But nonetheless, it worked out for Kansas City.
Asmus with the ball for Oral Roberts. Asmus gives it to McBride. McBride, who just hit the three. He's one of the guys that just can put up points as well for Oral Roberts. And steps back, shoots, it's good.
I mean, Oral Roberts, man, just shooting lights out from the field here tonight.
And mind you, McBride is 44% from the three-point line. So
that's insane. That is one of the most insane stats you'll hear.
Allen tries to put it in, but Sullivan gets the rebound there for Kansas City as he tries to go inside, sends it out to Mitchell. Mitchell shoots, puts it up, no good, hits the side of the backboard. And here we go, Oral Roberts coming in on the fast break opportunity. And that was Muamba. And now it's gonna chill out here for a second. McBride with the ball.
Oral Roberts is shooting 55% from the field this half.
Just impressive, Jackson.
51% on the night.
25 shots made of 49 attempts, and they're going to miss there, but Kansas City's going to get that rebound. Allen's going to take it down the court. A fast break opportunity here for Kansas City. Allen looking to shoot. It's up, and he's going to get fouled.
He'll go to the free throw line. He got fouled on his way up. 64-35. Oral Roberts leads here, 9:52 to play. Good to see someone like Javen Sullivan getting minutes, and honestly, Christian, I've been impressed with what I've seen from him. He's getting up, getting boards, and he's making the right plays. Sullivan's obviously a freshman. He's going to have a bigger role going forward the next few years, so in these sorts of games, give him his reps.
As we hear Justin Bieber's song, Allen hits the first shot there for Kansas City. And again, I'm interested to see what Coach Menzies has to say post-game, because obviously this is not the kind of game you want, especially for a seasoned coach like he is, who has won championships, who has gone to the NCAA tournament, March Madness, I should say. As the second shot there is good for Kansas City, and now Oral Roberts is going to take the ball out. That's Asmus. But yeah, I mean, this is just not the kind of...
Well, it's going to be by far their worst conference loss. They obviously had some games pre-conference versus some really good teams that they lost by similar margins to tonight, but this will be by far the worst conference loss, and we'll see how they respond.
Asmus losing control of the ball, but looks like they're going to call a foul on Kansas City.
Asmus lost it for a moment. Sullivan went to dive for the ball and ended up hitting the legs of Asmus, causing a foul.
And I wonder if Jevin's going to stay here for the rest of the game, or at least play most, if not the rest of the minutes here for Kansas City. McBride's going to take it out here for Kansas City, for Oral Roberts. Youngers has the ball. Youngers trying to push inside, puts
Another
it up.
Foul on Soley.
And Soley is not a happy camper right now.
And that should put Oral Roberts into the bonus.
Which is just what Kansas City needed, right?
Nothing really going right tonight. And actually, they still do have a foul to give. Jump the gun there a little bit. They still do have one. That was the foul they had left to give. Now the next foul will put Oral Roberts in the bonus.
Asmus passes it out to Weaver.
Kind of a jump ball opportunity there.
Little Hawkins and him gives a screen to McBride. McBride looking. McBride pushes it inside, loses control of the ball, and they're going to call...
You're going to call foul on Oral Roberts. That's going to go on McBride. Shamari tried to run for the ball, and he tripped over him. So, not really anything McBride could do there, but they're going to go ahead and call it on him.
McBride's going to come out for Oral Roberts, and coming in, that is number 20, Trey Phipps.
First time we've seen him tonight, I believe.
The second time. He did come in earlier in the first half, but first time he's going to get some big minutes here, hopefully, for Oral Roberts. Allen looking, shakes his defender, pushes it inside, puts it up, and oh my goodness, Diallo had the opportunity to put that in, but now it's Kansas City ball still. Sullivan looking, shoots. It's no good. And Kansas City ball again. Oh my goodness.
Multiple opportunities for the Roos to put it in, and flashbacks to Monday on the Diallo one where Shamari Allen had a chance to win it on Monday with one of those tips, and yet again, just not able to convert it quite.
Literally seesawing back and forth. My goodness.
Tons of options, and they'll have the ball here yet again.
Diallo gives it to Mitchell, gives it to Allen. Allen looking to go inside. Puts it up. It's no good. And it's Younger's going to get that rebound here. Ooh, Allen pokes it out.
Yeah, good hands there by Shamari Allen getting back defensively.
A classic hockey poke there from Shamari Allen. Well, Jackson, again, it's not ideal to finish the home game stretch 2-2, but I mean, you still got to be impressed with those wins. As Oral Roberts, I think Asmus is trying to put it up there for Weaver, but just could not get it. They're going to call a foul on Kansas City.
Looks like it'll go on Ngandu.
Second foul. Again, 2-2. You go back on the road for a while as the women's team comes here to have their own little home stretch.
Yep.
Jackson, what is it going to take for Kansas City to be a difference maker at the end of the stretch where they have, I think, 8 games left, correct?
Kansas City after tonight, as we have substitutions coming in.
Demu coming in for Kansas City as Mitchell comes out. Looks like Coach Menzies is just going to give his young guys some even more minutes as Weaver's going to put the first shot up, and it's good.
Yeah, so Kansas City men's basketball after tonight's game will head to Western Illinois, to St. Thomas. They'll play North Dakota State and North Dakota back here at Sweeney on the 16th and 18th, and then they'll finish out their regular season at South Dakota State and at South Dakota on the 23rd and 25th.
Weaver hits the second shot for Oral Roberts. 37-66, 8:32 left. Mukeba has the ball for Kansas City. Gives it to Allen. Allen looking. Allen gives it to Diallo. Diallo sends it inside to Mukeba. Mukeba pushing off his defender. Just tosses it out, and it's going to be...
Stay with Kansas City.
Yep, they're going to stay with KC.
Tipped.
Again, just Oral Roberts is just overmatched. They're just taking over Kansas City overall. Like, it is just not a great game. Dimu puts it out to Diallo. Diallo puts up the thumbs down, gets a screen from Mukeba, sends it out to Mukeba. Mukeba almost loses control of the ball. Dimu shoots. Ooh, it looked good, but it just wasn't. And now it's going to be Oral Roberts' ball. Mwamba pushing it in. Mwamba sends it out to Weaver. Weaver shoots the three. It's no good, but they're going to
stay with Oral Roberts.
As it looks like Dimu and Diallo try to get that ball at the same time, and they both just collided, and ball goes out. It's going to be Oral Roberts' ball. We'll be right back after the timeout.
Keys Productions.
Back from the timeout. On the court for Kansas City, it's Raquandis Mitchell, Alan Mukeba, Shamari Allen, Pramasi Diallo, and Babacar Diallo.
This Oral Roberts performance tonight, Cristian, has been beyond reproach. There's just nothing you could say about it. It has been one of the most impressive performances we've seen all year doing these games.
Yeah, and again, Kansas City, there was an expectation to compete this hard. Ooh, as Jungers loses control of the ball. Allen has the opportunity to take a fast break here, and Diallo still has it. Sends it out, and it's an instant steal by A-Smith. A-Smith throws it up, and oh my goodness, that was a miss by Jungers, but Mwamba puts it back up for
all of the breaks going Oral Roberts' way here tonight. That student section's got a little hippity hop going right now. They're going crazy, as they should be. This is a dominant performance.
Diallo's going to take it here for Kansas City. Diallo shaking off his defender, shoots, and it's no good.
If I'm Oral Roberts, Cristian, I'm getting Max A-Smith to the bench ASAP. This game is out of hand. It is over. Make sure you protect him and rest him for the upcoming onslaught of Summit League play.
A-Smith. A-Smith looking. A-Smith going inside. Steps back, shoots. It's no good. And it's going to be
Kansas City ball.
Yeah. And again, you wonder, this seems like not only Oral Roberts is outplaying them just points-wise, but experience-wise, Paul Mills is just running circles around Menzies.
Yeah, I mean, Menzies has been around for quite some time, but this is first year in Kansas City, first year in the Summit League. It's a learning experience, especially with a bunch of freshman players. Look, Rome was not built in a day, Christian. Building a program immediately is tough. There's a reason Oral Roberts wasn't widely known the first few years of the Paul Mills era, because it takes time. And Kansas City, this is a blueprint for them. Oh, no.
Mitchell
looks all right.
Yeah, he looks all right, but landed was
an awkward landing.
It was super awkward, as a middle school dance, so we're glad he's okay. City Diallo is in for Kansas City, and Mitchell's going to take some shots here for KC. Both teams are in the bonus. We want to keep that in mind as there's 6:20 left. Mitchell hits the first shot. He's going to have a second. He's going to have a chance for two, or for one more here, I should say. Phipps is in for Oral Roberts as well. And it looks like I don't see a sign of Asmus, so Asmus is going to be
probably done for the night.
Yeah, more than likely done for the night. As Mitchell hits the second shot there.
I gotta give, we've said a few times tonight, gotta give Oral Roberts student section that credit. You gotta get to them. They're funny. They're up there singing songs. I mean, I don't know what's next. The Family Guy theme song. I mean, what are we gonna get now? I mean, they're a joyous bunch. It's fun to have that type of atmosphere here in Kansas City.
They're not buttholes, as I like to call them. I appreciate that. And then here we go. Oral Roberts. That's Muamba putting it inside, and it's good. Great play there by Muamba to throw the shot up near the post. Or inside the post, I should say, as Mitchell has the ball for Kansas City. Mitchell looking. Mitchell trying to cross up his defender. Allen gets the ball. Whoa! Oh, my goodness.
Oh!
Yikes.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I know. Now, let's keep this in mind. We are down by a lot of points. But holy cannoli.
On his head, though. I mean, that's going in the highlight reel. Score can be whatever it is. That is a thunderous slam from Shamari Allen.
Shamari just put a man in the graveyard.
He just put a man on a poster. Hang it in your room. Unbelievable.
Hang it in the Lord, bro.
Hang it anywhere you want, but there was a poster slam from Shamari. Oh. On a night that not much has gone right for Kansas City, he slams that one home.
So filthy. As Oral Roberts is going to take it out here again. Great play, but
you are down big time. But that's
okay. It's okay. We'll take it.
Hey,
McBride.
We're playing for.
Sends it out to Weaver. Weaver going inside. Weaver puts it up and responds.
Right back. Weaver dunks past Sid Diallo. It's a slam dunk fest here. Diallo dunks it on the other end. It's the slam dunk contest here in Kansas City.
It's Kansas City now. My goodness. As Oral Roberts is going to take it out again. Just a back and forth response here from both teams. And McBride gets a screen from Weaver. McBride shoots the three. My goodness.
And he'll hit that with 4:44 to go.
Put that man out. He is on fire. Jeez. As Mitchell has the ball. Let's see if he can respond here. Mitchell. In the perimeter, looking, gets a screen from Allen. Mitchell trying to shake off his defender, gives it inside. Mukeba.
Nice finish from Mukeba.
Nice pass, nice layup. Great play by Kansas City. And let's just not remind people what the score is, but it's just been a great game here tonight. And it looked like Allen was hit in the face by McBride. Phipps gets a screen. They're going to call an illegal screen.
Yeah, illegal screen on Oral Roberts here.
An illegal screen on Phipps, and coming out for Kansas City, looks like a lot of changes happening for KC.
Yeah, put in the reserves.
Martin coming in, Sullivan coming in, Andrews coming in, and and Mitchell staying in. Surprisingly, if it were up to me, I'd probably take out Mitchell here. You don't want to sacrifice him right now. You have almost 4 minutes left to play, Jackson.
Yeah, this is just this is garbage time, as they like to call it. But
That's what
pad the stats, make your season stats look a little better, make your game stats look a little better.
Mitchell sends it out to Andrews. Andrews shoots the three. It's good. Again. 49-75, 353. But that was a great three by Andrews.
Tracy McGrady can do 13 points in 33 seconds. That's not going to happen here tonight, but miracles do happen.
Now they're taking it down to at least almost 25.
They're making it look better. Yeah, you don't want to make it look as bad, but Cristian, looking ahead to the rest of the season, obviously Oral Roberts is the class of the Summit League.
You're not wrong.
After Oral Roberts, who would you say is that 2 to 3 range? Kansas City's, because that's honestly right now, obviously Kansas City wants to be number 1, but realistically, Kansas City's shooting for that number 2 range right now.
I mean, you look at a team like Western Illinois, Jackson, that's a team that, you can't count out here.
No, they're feisty.
They're a feisty team. And again, as I'm looking at just the schedule and all these other teams that we've played, I mean, even, gosh, I wish I had the record. I know Western Illinois is up there.
It really comes down to South Dakota State. They won the conference last year. They're doing obviously really well in conference this year. Had a tough non-con schedule, but they're going to be doing all right. We lost to them on Monday by a point. And you got Western Illinois, like you said, they are a problem in the conference. They're doing good things this year. It's a tough conference. I mean, even South Dakota, you got to worry about. Denver, Kansas City was able to split with them this year. It'll be interesting. I think that race to be the number 2 team in the Summit League for the conference tournament is going to be a big one.
It's going to be great. And again, we don't know what the Summit League conference is going to, or the tournament's going to look like. But Kansas City, they need to look and try to aim to be at least one of the top 3 teams here in the Summit League, and they can be. Again, I wanted to quote someone from Midtown or Midwest Madness. They said that Kansas City has the highest ceiling in the Summit League, but just they need to find a way to get there, Jackson. And how do you think that this team can reach that high ceiling that a lot of people have on them, or just are?
Well, you talk about high ceiling, and I just don't know if I believe they do have a high ceiling. I just don't know if it's high enough to compete with the likes of an Oral Roberts. That's asking a whole lot. Only a month left in the season. Like I said, you are hoping if you're Kansas City, you want to finish second in the Summit League and see what happens. That's what you're looking for.
And another thing too is Kansas City, I think they're missing a shooter. I understand the fact that you have a guy like Raquandis Mitchell here for a reason. Yeah. But you mentioned it earlier in the game. A guy like Anderson Kopp is who they need right now, as Oral Roberts is going to take it out. Ooh, great play there by Martin.
Sam Martin, who checked in.
Yeah, checking it. Oh, and we're getting reserves from Oral Roberts too. So time to pull out the sheet. I think we have Cam Abori in for Oral Roberts, and that's a layup good by Phipps. Looks like Abori is in for Oral Roberts.
And I mean, this has just been
Damari Williams.
This has just been a masterclass by Oral Roberts. They have just played phenomenal basketball here tonight. You got to tip your cap. Kansas City obviously did not play nearly the way that they wanted to tonight, but Oral Roberts, man, they give you this every night. That's why they're undefeated in conference.
Andrews gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan puts it out to Martin. Martin looking to go inside. Just loses control of the ball. Yeah. And that is Abori. Abori gives it out to Moumba. And gives it to Weaver. Weaver sending it outside to Phipps. Phipps sends it in. And a great steal there by Sam Martin. Martin's going to take it out here for KC.
And a good job there by Sam slowing it down. He waited, and now he passes it to Mitchell for 3.
It's good. 52-77.
And another timeout. This time it'll be Kansas City.
Again, you're playing for pride, but I feel like there's a lot of good stuff going on down by so much points.
Let's just keep it honest. Kansas City is right now not on the tier that Oral Roberts is. It's nothing against them. It's just that they haven't quite reached there yet. They're going to have to grind out the rest of this year and then grind going forward to try and reach this level of excellence in this conference, because Oral Roberts has set the bar high.
So we also got Damari Williams. It looks like we got Clover in as well here for Oral Roberts, as the shot is no good from Phipps, and a rebound by Clover. Clover puts it up. A great block by City, but they're going to call it goaltend on.
Yeah, it hit the glass first. City wasn't too happy with the call, but that was a textbook goaltend.
A textbook goaltend. Sullivan's going to, and coming out is Mwamba. And looks like coming in is, I wonder who they put in. Oh, that is number 4. That's Jake Shannon. As Sullivan going inside. Sullivan shoots. It's no good.
Just off the mark for Sully.
Jake Shannon's going to get that rebound.
And he appears to be an Oral Roberts crowd favorite. They went nuts when he got that board.
And good. Phipps just puts it up, and it's good for Oral Roberts. And now you can safely say this game's over.
Oh, it's been over. I mean, about the 10-minute mark, this one was all but over. Menzies going to have a long night. It's a long couple days to try and figure this out and get better for the road trip. They will not meet Oral Roberts again unless it comes in the conference tournament, which is highly possible.
And Kansas City now in the double bonus.
And this will be, Cristian, the only team that Kansas City has played twice and lost to twice. They split with Denver, who had beat them earlier in the year. You know, they are going to play South Dakota State again after losing by a point to them. They beat Omaha twice. So this is the only team that's going to, so far, that's swept Kansas City in the regular season.
Andrew's going to take that shot up and misses. Let's talk a little bit about what we're looking forward to on post-game, Jackson.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to ask Menzies is just the crowd is not just dead. Like they.
Well, I mean, what's it supposed to do, Cristian? I mean, they had nothing to root for. This team was getting blown out the majority of this game, and I'm all for having a great atmosphere. I believe. Now, here's what I will say. Beforehand, I wish we would have had a better atmosphere, but winning brings fans. Fans don't bring winning. That's one of my beliefs.
Ooh, Phipps, great pass in there. Oh, my goodness. Clover just put it down.
And team is not looking great for UMKC right now. That was just a tough look. It's been a tough night defensively. Cristian, Kansas City, one of the best defensive teams in the Summit League tonight, giving up 83 points.
That's NBA numbers. Martin shoots it and looks like he
fouled with 59.8 to play.
Again, I think for Kansas City, there's just a lot that you take away from this game, but overall, Coach, you made a good point. I think Menzies is just has to take his time with this roster and just.
But and again, yeah, I think if you're Marvin Menzies right now, you're saying I'll wait. You're saying no, I'll wait. I'll wait for these guys to develop. You're not going to rush them. You're not going to give up on these guys already. They're so young. They're 18, 19 years old. There's a big difference between that and 22, 23.
I know that, this is a Roos stream and we support the Roos, but I've just been so impressed by Oral Roberts, Jackson.
I mean, you have to be. I mean, look, it is a Roos stream, but we'll give credit where it's due to any team. Sam Martin rims that free throw in.
And it's going to be 55-83 with less than a minute left. Yeah, what have you seen here tonight from Oral Roberts?
Everything. I mean, everything. They shoot the ball well. They defend great. They have size. They're going to be a tough out for anybody.
And they're just so efficient. 33 shots, 62 attempts.
Yeah, they're shooting 53%.
Puts it up. And they're going to call a foul on Dimu there. Slap the hand of one of the players who went up there. And as the ball rolls my way, again.
You caught one earlier tonight.
I did. I didn't know how I did that. Honestly.
One-handed, too. It's kind of impressive. Wasn't a baseball, but,
Exactly. Taking shots here for Oral Roberts. That's going to be number 5. That's Cam Abori as he makes the first shot. Again, Jackson, Oral Roberts is the kind of team that will put fear into any opponent because of a guy like Asmus.
Now, Cristian, we've seen everybody in the Summit League at least once now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me who's going to beat this Oral Roberts team, because I don't see a team.
I think if all the Summit League teams combine together for a superstar roster, I think they have a chance. But
you're telling me though, tell me one team that you think could actually do it.
I don't think any team can just.
You don't think any team has the capability?
I don't think so.
I'd say South Dakota State's probably got the best shot.
This is honestly Oral Roberts.
It's their conference to lose. It is their conference to lose.
Like this is just they've annihilated almost most, if not all, teams, and if they keep it close, they find ways to win. So I don't see any team really pulling away from Oral Roberts. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if teams like South Dakota State or
they have the best shot. I think South Dakota State has the best shot. They won the conference a year ago, as Sam makes one free throw, misses the second lane violation on Kansas City. 16.4 to go here. Just dribble it out here. 85-56, Oral Roberts lead. You talked earlier about Kansas City having a high ceiling, but I don't think the ceiling reaches what Oral Roberts is right now.
You're not wrong, and something that, Menzies needs, I think, should work on in the off season here for Kansas City is finding players who can shoot. I think he found players who can play well inside the paint, but he is lacking a shooter, because that's what Oral Roberts has. They have shooters. You got guys like McBride, Vanover, and Asmus, obviously, as Kansas City is just going to take this ball out. 7 seconds left. Sullivan's going to push it inside. And foul called on.
5.3 to play.
And 11 fouls for
the fat lady started singing a long time ago, but it got to play hard to the last whistle. That's part of building a culture.
And Oral Roberts singing goodbye to Kansas City. Well deserved too, because they just put a stamp in this game. As the second shot's good there for Sullivan. I think Jackson, as they're just going to take this shot, they're just going to milk the clock here, and it's game.
Game over. 85-57. Oral Roberts comes into Kansas City and makes it a season sweep and a sweep on the day, as the women's team lost to Oral Roberts as well. Just an all-out domination from the Golden Eagles.
And let's talk a little bit, because it looks like it's not going to be too loud here for us. Jackson, if there's a big takeaway you get if you're Kansas City, what can you build upon from this 40-point loss?
You can build upon that it's over. I think that's the biggest deal. Is the game is over. It's in the rearview mirror. You're going to have a fresh scoreboard and a fresh 40 minutes next week. Put this one in the past. This is one of those games where you just want to delete the film. You don't even want to watch it. It's just not a typical performance out of you. But I do think there is learning within getting beat this badly. You look at Kansas City, the Chiefs, right? For years, and even in the early years of the Andy Reid era, there were games where they would get absolutely just demolished. They would get killed by teams like the Patriots, teams like the Broncos. But it builds character. When you're a young team trying to come up, it can really build character. And I think Kansas City, while tonight isn't the night that they wanted, they're going to build off of this. And this is going to be something we look at in a few years and say, remember those times when we were on the other end of these? And I think, there's still a lot to be positive about for Kansas City.
And another thing, Jackson, we saw a lot of young guys there tonight. What young guy are you excited about the most?
That's a good question. We've obviously seen a lot of Jeff Ngandu. I'm really excited about him. Also pretty excited about Jevin Sullivan. I think get him developed a little more, get him a little more fluid within it. Get him, better shooting. I think you're going to get some good results out of him. Both the Ediaro twins. I mean, look, this roster has 11 freshmen. 11. That's unbelievable. That you just don't see that in college basketball, and the majority of them are from overseas. So you're talking about places like the Netherlands. You're talking about places like Germany. You're talking about all these sorts of places where the basketball style is different. It is just a developmental process, Cristian, and one day at a time.
Purely developmental. And as you get ready here to talk to Coach Menzies, I think the biggest thing I've seen here from Kansas City is, they're in. You were right. They're just in a pure rebuild process,
but I don't think it's necessarily
not pure, but more like.
I don't think it's a rebuild. I think it's just a transitioning year. I think that's a better way to put it. It's a bridge year, if you want to say. And Oral Roberts, let's keep in mind, Oral Roberts a year ago didn't win this conference. It's hard to stay on top of this conference for long. It's hard to be at the top of this conference. So year by year, college athletics, man, it's fluid. With all of these transfers and stuff, the portal being easier now than ever. Menzies, give him some time, give the Roos some time, and they hope one day to be able to build up to be a team like Oral Roberts. But tonight was just not that night. They were not like that tonight, and got to live with that sometimes.
All right, and before we go, let's talk a little bit about the upcoming match here at home. It's Kansas City versus Western Illinois. It's women's basketball.
Women's basketball, yep.
They're back after a long
trip on the road.
Yep, as they were today defeated by Oral Roberts as well by a significant deficit. Jackson, we've seen a lot of things happen.
And I think the first thing we got to hit on is today in Oral Roberts. Was not able to quite catch what happened, but Elise Stafford only played 6 minutes, so we're going to have to see what's going on there. She's the leader, best offensive player for that team, so we're going to have to see. I mean, we talk about a team effort. She is literally the definition of team. She puts everybody else first. So watching her, see how she does, that's going to be a big deal. But other people, Mania Mensah, shout out to her. We got to put her on the broad. 32 big ones today out of her. I believe that's her career high here at UMKC, Kansas City. So excited for that matchup. It's going to be good. They beat Western Illinois on the road the first time around, so they're going to look to pull a season sweep on Western Illinois on Thursday, and we hope all of you listening now, or if you're not listening now, will join us for that one.
Yeah, and again, one more thing before I sign off here. Last place in the conference, you got to find, if I'm Coach Jackson Durrett, I just need to get some wins here, just to at least provide some spark, provide energy for Kansas City.
Yeah, I mean, there's one way you can look at it. You can only go up. You literally cannot go down. You're in the cellar, the bottom of the floor. It's a bad place to be, but it's a place where you only can get better. You can only go up. Keep in mind, Kansas City, I believe, won 23 basketball games last year for women's.
Yep.
It's just been a complete different culture, though, now. You bring in a whole new staff. You bring a whole new players in. A lot of people graduated, transferred. Kind of how we talk with the men's, how they're young. The women have multiple young players on their team, so it'll be interesting.
A pure culture shock.
But it is a culture shock, and that's college sports. You just kind of have to adapt. You kind of have to live with that. And it'll be interesting, obviously, getting some home games towards the end of the season, see if they can get any momentum heading into the conference tournament, and see if they can get themselves out at last in the conference.
All right, well, we're going to sign out here. First of all, we want to thank you, the listeners, for tuning in. We had
great crowd tonight.
We had 36 of you guys listening to us tonight.
You guys are a part of our team, because you guys supporting us makes this thing possible.
And we also, speaking of making things possible, we want to thank Roos News, first of all, the UMKC independent newspaper, for being a big part here. We also want to thank Kansas City Athletics, who have allowed us to be here, who have given us the opportunity to kind of be here in the same room as the Roos and just get to call the game here on the baseline. We also want to thank Keaton Baker for providing the music that you've been hearing tonight. And I guess I can give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to my folks at home who probably sleeping by now, but shout out to them. You want to give a shout out before we go?
Just shout out obviously to everybody listening, our supporters, everybody that's been making this possible so far this season. We're having a great time. We're in the home stretch now, February basketball. Hopefully, this weekend, Christian's getting a little warmer. It's kind of getting me excited for spring. I'm kind of getting into it.
I am too.
I'm not ready for when we get hit back with this cold weather here, but
and one more thing. Let's get ready for that Super Bowl.
Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl in a couple weeks, so let's keep that in mind.
In a week, this week.
What's your score prediction for that game, Christian?
I'm going to say,
because everyone wants to know. I know everybody wants to know.
Everyone at home wants to know. Well, it's going to be a tough game for Kansas City, but I think they come out 30-27. Game-winning field goal.
So I had a post on Instagram from 2019 that said the Chiefs would beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl that year, 34-30. And while it's not 2019. I'm going to go with that score again.
34-30?
I'm going to go 34-30 Chiefs, and we're going to go Kadarius Toney wins it.
Perfect.
That's how it's going to end. And we're second ring in 4 years for the Chiefs. That's my prediction.
I would love that. All right, well, thank you guys for listening. This is Cristian Martinez. That's been Jackson Ogden here with me. Roo up, and we'll see you Thursday, February the 9th at 7 o'clock as the Roos face off against Western Illinois. So you guys have a great night.
Roo up.